I'm joined today by a very special guest, Andrea Stenberg, Emergency Services Production Cleaning Manager with Paul Davis Restoration of Portland and Vancouver. She is based in the Vancouver, Washington area, and Andrea is the winner of R&R's 2021 Ladder Award. What would you say is the biggest career-related lesson you've learned up to this point?
Oh man, that is hands down. Do not focus on perfection. Perfection is your worst enemy in restoration. It'll hold you back, it'll hold you down, it'll isolate you. Accept that it was good enough and accept that you don't have to be perfect. So I've seen many great people just crumble under the pressure of perfection. And it's just not necessary to be successful, to be accepted. I would say just ignore that perfection expectation because there's nothing perfect about restoration. In fact, there's really no such thing as perfect in any industry. So I've seen many people that are trying and I want to get 100% on every test and I want to get 100% on all my reviews and then crumble when they get that 80%. And that's your worst enemy. And you want to aim for perfection, but never always need it.
So well put. I'm sure a ton of people listening and watching will relate to that. I know I can. I've struggled with that. So great advice. Thanks for sharing. More advice. What advice do you have for young people considering a career of their own in restoration who aren't yet a part of the industry?
Right. It is rough, especially now, this day and age where there are so many job options. You're thinking, man, why would I work for restoration instead of Subway, instead of the Minute Market? Um, I want to say this restoration is a very rewarding and very high level experience from start to finish. Even from the entry level position, you're walking into people's lives when they're going through a trauma. You're seeing things that not everyone sees in their entire lifetime. And it is such a rush. I mean, for those adrenaline junkies that like to see some crazy stuff, watch videos on YouTube of crash and bang, and there's a cleanup after that. And being a part of that world has been absolutely wonderful. I've seen a lot of really young people, even right out of high school, jump into restoration and go, whoa, like this is amazing. And then other was like, wow, nope, not for me. Either way, for people who are considering a job in restoration, come with an open mind, come with an empathetic heart, and know that you're going to work hard for everything because that's what we do as a community.
Thank you. To follow that up, what advice do you have for under 35s who are already members of the restoration industry and are looking to advance in their careers like you have?
Well, kind of like I answered earlier, don't hit that perfection. Don't aim for that. As far as I know, a lot of people are waiting for the right time or kind
Mm.
of holding back a little bit because they want to know, am I ready? Am I old enough? Because they're looking at someone next to them who are 40, 50 years old. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with ambition and your willingness to advance. Fill in those areas if you see somewhere struggling in your own company, or if you see someone struggling and you know you can help them, dive on in. You don't have to have that job title that, well, it's not my job. That's not the mentality you want at all. You help where it's needed. You keep your mind open and don't ever let age be a determining factor if you should advance or not.